All right, so here we have an application problem for the kind of items we've been looking at in zero point 0.1. So we have John's bank account was overdrawn. The status of his account was negative $116. He did not realize the problem, so he wrote another check for $68, which means he subtracted some more off of it. And then the bank charged him a $19 fee for being overdrawn. What was the new status of John's account at this point? All right, so what do we have? Well, we started at a negative $116. Okay. Then what did he do? Well, he wrote another check. And so we have to subtract another $68. Then what happens? Well, then the bank says, well, you're overdrafted, and so we're going to charge you another $19. So we're going to subtract off another $19. Okay. So what that means is we're going to have to change this to an addition to be like what we've looked at throughout this section. So minus 116 plus a negative 68 plus a negative 19. Okay. So now we have as an addition, notice all of them are negatives. And so what we can do is we can take 116 plus 68 plus 19. And if you remember how to add them all together, that's going to be our answer. But we know our answer is going to be negative, and so what we do is we just put a negative in front there. All right, so now we add these all together, and so we're going to get, see, it's 12, 14, and it's going to be 3, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be 0, and carry 1, that's going to be 2. And so it looks like we end up with a negative 203. And so, we have to put our units here because we have dollars. So when you have problems with units, we have to be sure to always include that. So negative $203 is going to be the new status of his account at this point. Okay. So that would be how we would work that one. Again, we started at the beginning with our initial balance. We subtracted off another check. We subtracted off a fee they charged him. And so that was our initial equation. And then we just had to simplify it and make it adding. And then we got our final answer. All right, so here we have a diver starts out at negative 273 feet. Basically, they're 273 feet below the surface. So if we call, this the surface, they're down here at 273, and this is below. This is at 0, so this is negative 273. Then what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, well, now we're here. Now we want to swim up 122 feet. So we want to add 122 feet to that. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to write this as negative 273 plus 122. And now we have two things that are opposite signs. So we can take the larger 273 minus 122. 3 minus 2 is 1, 7 minus 2 is 5, 2 minus 1. And so we get a 151, but we take the sign of the larger, so it's negative 151 feet. And so that would be what the depth is right here. So now this is at a negative 151, and that would be feet, but we're not putting units over here just because we don't have a lot of room. Okay. So that would be a way to look at this one, is to draw a picture and then kind of write what we have in this case. All right, let's pause there and we'll come back for more.